Welcome, ladies, to the Real Estate InvestHER Show, providing inspiration, strategies, and insight to empower women investors to live balanced and financially free lives. Now, here are your co-hosts, Liz and Andresa.
Welcome back, ladies. This is Liz.
And this is Andresa.
Welcome back to the Real Estate InvestHER Show, where we are on a very enormous mission to support women, right? Living a financially free and balanced life. Thank you for joining us, right, Andresa?
That's right.
We're back every week with you, and we usually are up to interviewing some amazing, amazing women from real estate investing to self-care and everything in between. But we also do these mini-sodes where they're literally 10 minutes or less, and Andresa or I pretty much take a topic and teach you something about that topic and make it very quick, but very actionable. So let's get into it because we only have 10 minutes, right, Andresa?
Yeah, we're going to have 9. Let me get into it.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about money, correct?
Yeah, we're going to talk about money. And sometimes money, it's a iffy subject, right? People don't want to talk about it. It's sensitive and uncomfortable, to say the least. So more specifically, I want to talk to you guys about our relationship with money. And you probably have heard before about, some people are savers, other people are more, they spend a lot, risk takers. So I'm going to pass that and I'm going to go in another route. I'm going to focus on 4 different things. First is, what are the sentences that you tell yourself? Why you feel that way? What is the impact if you continue feeling and dealing with money the same way, and how to reset? So the first one, as I mentioned to you, is what are sentences that you tell yourself or you tell inside your head that you connect with money? So I'm going to tell you a couple off here, and then you say yes or no in your head, and then we go from there. So the first one is, it's not possible for me to be rich and spiritual at the same time. The second one is, I don't need much, so why would I aim for more money? I prefer to be happy than rich. Me and money? Yeah, we are fine. We're just going through a rough path. I don't know. I don't have the skill set to make more money. And the last one is, I'm perfectly fine without having a bunch of money around me. It's not like I'm starving and living on the streets. So listening to it, which ones do you relate it to? And now we're going to go to the second step and saying, okay, I related to this specific one. Where that comes from? Is it from your parents, your surroundings? It doesn't really matter where it comes from. It matters that now you were aware of it and now you need to deal with it. Guess what? You need to deal with it right now. So here are a couple of concepts. I found this table that puts next to each other, like how the poor, the middle class, the millionaire, and the billionaire thinks. So I'm going to share with you guys those differences. So for example, mindset on work. The poor, they think, don't do it. The middle class think, do it yourself. The millionaire, outsource, have others doing it. And the billionaire thinks, build a team of smarter people and let them do it. How they think about money. The poor relates to money as a survival. The middle class is just financial security. Millionaire is financial freedom. And the billionaire is freedom and making an impact. And now let's talk about ways to get money. How the poor gets money. They ask for help. The middle class, they get a second job. The millionaire, they add streams of income. And the billionaire, they maximize or add a stream of income. And then how different classes think about the rich or people that are wealthy. The poor thinks that is disgusting. Middle class there's a resentment there. Millionaire, admiration, and billionaire, inspiration. And the last thing is for education, how different classes look at education. The poor, no education. The middle class, they get as many certificates and titles as possible. The millionaire, leading people, and the millionaire, understanding and leading people. So you guys can see very different types of mindset. And it doesn't really matter right now where you are at, but where you want to go. So now you're aware of where you're at. And you might be thinking, okay, so how the hell I move forward, right? But before we get there, I want to talk to you about what is the impact if you do nothing, right? Now you know where you are at, and what is the impact about if nothing changes, if you continue doing your thing, right? Some people are saying it's not hurting. I don't really want that, right? So you're giving yourself reasons for not become wealthy. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys. The many people don't want to become wealthy because they don't want to become assholes. But one thing that I've learned throughout my research is that assholes will become rich assholes. Generous people will become generous rich people. So you're going to just expand that. And the more wealthy you are, more you can help others. And one thing that will require is to really get out of your comfort zone. A very good book that I read, I think Liz, you recommended, I don't remember, right? I'm pretty sure you did. It's 1 Minute Millionaire book, where this woman needed to raise $1 million in 90 days in order for her to get her kids back.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful, inspirational journey. And it forced her to get out of her comfort zone and her mindset to really get the job done. And I highly recommend that. So now let's go to the real deal. How do I reset, right? Where is the freaking button? Because I want to reset that. So to me, you can read books, you can listen to things, but to me, having an experience, a real experience with different things that really like make a memory in my head made a difference to me. And again, Liz recommended, I guess. Liz, I own everything.
That's like the only 2 books that I've read. No, I'm joking.
No, this one was the Millionaire Mind Experience.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It's a 3-day, 3 days. You're going to be there 3 days, long days, and you're going to have different experiences that you will not forget. During those 3 days, you're just going to get deeper and deeper with your relationship with money, and you're going to have interactions with other people and exercises that you're going to like blow your mind there. So I highly recommend. I think that some of those are free. Others have some small charge, nothing crazy. It's very easy to find across the country. Right now with the pandemic, I'm not sure if they are doing it in person, but I'm sure they will be doing soon. And the other thing that I would say is if you have not tracked your expenses and plan your monthly income yet, I highly recommend this app called EveryDollar. I can tell you I've tested different apps, and this is what I have got the most results. It's easy to work, it's easy to plan. I can duplicate. I don't need to create a new thing every month, so it's easy for me to track. So those are my content of money for you today.
I love it. I think it's so important that and as you're going through each of because we often think, oh, we're here, right? Our thinking is here. And I think like a millionaire or wherever you are But, I was raised as a middle class in a middle class family, and wherever you were raised, sometimes that seeps in our thinking, our approach, and I can see it, right? I can see where that has I still get stopped a little bit here and there. Mm-hmm. So I think looking at those stages, wherever we all are, no matter where you are in your financial journey, it's so helpful because sometimes just by default, right? Just by without thinking, we go back to just kind of, what was kind of ingrained in us,
Absolutely.
I love that. I love those tips.
And I had a very good experience with the Millionaire Mind. I went there twice. The second time I had a friend here with me, and I went there to support her. And she is from Brazil, and she was here just on vacation, and she went there. And one of the exercises about $100 bill, it really had an impact on her. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You got to go there to see it. And it's been a couple of years, and up to this day, she still remembers what that meant to her and how she was able to switch things around.
Yeah. And just like all of our episodes, this is an important one. Your relationship with money, it will impact so much of your world, let alone your investing career, right? I mean, it impacts everything. So take something from today's episode, just looking at where were you as Andresa was going through all those kind of stages and things you think, where do you want to be, but where are you today? And then maybe, one action, two actions you can take to get you there. And again, watch who you surround yourself with, right?
Absolutely.
You need to be mindful of that. So like we do every week, take something, do something. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
If you enjoyed this podcast and want to receive updates on our next interviews, go to our website, therealestateinvestor.com. There, you can subscribe to our show, become part of our InvestHER community, and get updates on upcoming episodes.
If you like our show, please share it with other women who would benefit. And don't forget to leave us a rating on iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. And as always, we encourage you to take one action as a result of today's show and put it into motion so you can live both a financially free and balanced life. Thanks for spending time with us.
Ciao.